as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
With a run by Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Play fake. Murray flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
10 yards to go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now from Murray. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go with Geis. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And a big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll run here with Robinson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Geis, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Murray off play action. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after 1. second down. It's Hunt. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Josh Lambeau set.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
45-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Breaks the tackle, now Allen, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Saints 21, Panthers 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10. at their own 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run with Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Atkins on the stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 39, Murray flushed out right. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Good for us.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Down and 10.
Throwing again. Murray off to Geis on the screen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
14.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
First and goal, Carolina.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Saints 28, Panthers 21.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off play action. Murray. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And
on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Here's Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. That's to his running back, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Carolina. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Saints 35, Panthers 28.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Geis. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Play fake. Murray being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Geis with a carry on second down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray flushed out right. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's complete with Joey Bruno. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Murray steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And 5 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Back to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Murray off play action. And drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And one for the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. No flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. First throw of overtime for Murray. Buying time to his left. Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
2-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. Very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Shotgun now for Murray. Incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He's brought down at the 37.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So now after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper, because at this point in overtime, a field goal is all they need. That big play there sets them up in field goal range. They want to try and finish this game off.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he is in for the score. And it is absolutely absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
41.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll